Yes, your friends are the ones holding you back. In short, they're the ones even secretly sabotaging you. And this is what I call fake friends. Don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll be able to detect them and also create a boundary and a repelling force for anybody who has that kind of intention towards you. Hi, my name is Tarinike, and if you're new, welcome to the family. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment, and you can ask me any question on my next video. Now, straight to the point. Number one is to stop seeking validation. Now, this can go two way. Number one is this validation probably is you want attention all the time, you want gifts, you want this, which is not bad, or you want support all the time. But the moment you stop relying on these people and stop seeking for their validation, their attention, you start progressing, because you are no longer performing anymore. You are doing things on your own terms. You don't need their approval. And this point is going to help you in the last points I have. So make sure you watch the video to the end, because everything ties together to explain what is really going on in this dynamic. Now, there's also a power struggle between friends, which a lot of people don't notice. If you are the one that actually walk up to them and say, "Oh, I like your I like your face, I like the way you dress, or I like your occupation, what you do, I want to be friends with you." Trust me, what you have created is a dynamic of you will always be the pleaser in the relationship. You're always the one bending over in the relationship. Trust me, it's also the same thing that goes on with relationship dynamic, where you see the man is the one always doing the most for the girl and everything. It can also be reversed, where the girl is the one trying to please the man. He's doing the most to keep the relationship. When you have all this high maintenance friendship, you are the one setting the dynamic, because you are the one going towards that friend. And you say, "Oh my God, so I'm not supposed to see over here? I teach you how to be an alpha a predator." And if you want to do that, be my guest. But what I teach people is be the person who other people see and want to be friends with. I'm not saying, "Oh, don't take contact or don't keep in touch," or maybe you see someone you want to keep in touch and network and the rest, it's different. But when you're the one always chasing for the relationship, you're always the one seeking for, "Oh, let's meet up together," you're always one trying to be together, or I don't know what kind of validation you're seeking, or maybe you just want the attention to see, "Oh, I'm progressing." Now, which brings me to number two, is showing off. You need to stop showing off. Why? Because showing off does two things. Number one, it enables people to be able to measure your progress. Why? Because they see that, "Oh, you just bought a new car. Let me see, you're making progress. Oh, you're making progress." You don't want people to be able to measure your progress in any way. That's why when I moved into my house, initially I didn't want to say it, but since I'm on YouTube, a lot of people will see the background change and everything, and I'm like, "Oh." So I just but when I started making money, I started keeping quiet about it, not saying it all the time, because now what you're doing is people cannot measure your progress. And guess what? It also leads to number three, but I'm getting there. Now, the next thing is, after you start showing off, the next thing is you trigger what they call human nature, which is envy. That's what you trigger. Don't think that, oh, after you show up your progress, they'll start clapping for you. Oh, they'll be, "Oh my gosh, oh my God, he's this, he's this," they'll be clapping for you. No, boo-boo. What you're triggering is envying these people. Now they're measuring you with themselves. They're wondering, "How come this person is succeeding and I'm not succeeding?" And now, based on you're in close proximity with these people, they are like things like, "Okay, how come this person has this and I don't?" Same thing happens in girl relationship, where, oh, the girl meets this nice guy or something. Probably she met the guy and both girls were together, but the guy picked the other girl. Guess what? By the time that guy start fitting her bills, changing her life, trust me, two things either happen. It's either they start quarreling, or the other girl tries to get the man, and it's your fault, boo, because you're always the one shouting, "Oh, my man bought me this, my man," especially those girls who have rich fathers. I'm telling you the reality of things that are happening. So don't even say, "Oh, nothing like this happened," my dear. That's what's going on beyond the scene. I'm opening your eyes to see the strings, and trust me, by the time I open your eyes to see the strings, you cannot unsee them again, because now you see the power dynamic and how it goes. He who has more money, has more leverage, gets to rule. It doesn't have anything to do with beauty. It doesn't have anything to do with the amount of connections you have, if you cannot use it to get money and leverage, see, money is top on the list. Beauty is second. Sometimes beauty even surpass money. So I don't know. Now, what that's just going to tell you is that you should just stop showing off your progress. Stop. Because what are you trying to show off for? Is it the validation? You want people's approval? Trust me, you're not going to get that approval. Instead, you're going to get that envy straight up. They're going to try sabotage you. You should. They're even going to try to challenge you because they are like, oh, why do you deserve that? They want to test you to say, oh, is this person really deserving of this? That's why you see unhealthy competition for no reason. What you have successfully done is to sign up for competition that you didn't even know you signed up for. So I'm looking down just to my next point because I don't want to waste time. I just want to go straight to the point. The next point is, don't make your success measurable and also your leverage. What does that mean? People should not be able to measure your success. Even if you work in the same company with them, try as much as possible not to tell them how much you make in the same company. I've said a story. I think I said a story about someone who I was working in the same place with them, and I was paid not even higher than the person. I was just paid a lot, but I lived close, and the person was like, oh, why is the person being paid this much when they live close? They're not even struggling with this thing, transportation. I'm telling you, don't let, if it's something that you have to discuss with your boss to have, confidentiality that, okay, how much you're being paid, you don't want it to be announced. It's just you, between you and the boss. It's better, because the moment they can measure, especially those jobs that have titles, the moment they can measure your success or estimate how much you make, you're in trouble. Trust me. It also ties with having multiple streams of income too, because don't just have one stream of income. Trust me, because most of the time when people know that, oh yeah, this is where you are relying on, this is the your area, that's how they try to sabotage you. It's either they try to spoil your business, or they try to paint you as a bad person in the workplace, or make the workplace uncomfortable for you, so you will leave. So you have to be very, very careful. And also, the people you know and the connection you have, you should not announce it. Don't even blab about it. Why? Because people should not be able to know the kind of influence you have. Same, sometimes you can even inflate this leverage in terms of, let's say you want to get an opportunity, or you want to get your foot in the door, or you just, someone's trying to threaten you and you just want to let the person know that, see, girl, then after you do it, you find out who I really am. Like, this kind of threats, right? Those are the only time you can maybe just put in one or two, but don't say it out everything. You understand? You don't want them to be able to easily measure you and your capacity. Then the next is, avoid any kind of friend who tries to pressure you or put you in a state of emergency. Why? Because sometimes, genuinely, some of them are actually in states of emergency or something. But some friends are just trying to pressure you to, oh, do this, oh, you must keep up with your parents, you must do this, keep up with your parents or something. Or they're trying to put you in a state of emergency based on, oh, they want you to quickly help me, I just need money for this. And see, you have figured life for yourself, which is okay. But this other person, trust me, they don't really care about you like that. And the moment you know is when it's your own turn to be in a state of emergency and they don't show up for you. That's why you have to have at least some few money on side that, okay, if money meets me for emergency, this is what I cannot, jump in the well to save you when I'm not good at swimming. Same with people who are not good at swimming, and you see another your friend drowning, right? If you're gonna save that person, what does the drowning person do? They are panicking, so they are more likely to try to pull you down, even if you're trying to help. So if you know that some people own their emergency past you, don't involve yourself. Like, instead, refer them to someone bigger. Oh, have you tried this? Have you done that? Because trust me, if you're not careful, you're trying to save a drowning person, you end up drowning yourself. So the next one is, do not gossip. I'm telling you, even if they bring you the biggest gist about gossiping, see, there are two things I'm interested in. How do we grow, self-development, and how do we make more money? And obviously career and the rest good. But if you start talking about all the celebrity deals or this, see, most of these celebrities, you need to understand there's a behind the scenes, right? Most of the celebrities are highly endorsed, they're highly sponsored. Some of the acts they put on, they're on the stage, they're just performing. and they get paid heavily. Just imagine you are judging those people for their character or something. Someone that is getting paid to do the shenanigans. That's why you need to focus on yourself and grow. Leave celebrity alone. Or those people who are always indulge in, neighbor gossip, work gossip. Why? Because you have to be careful, because there's not how someone will gossiping to you and you will not say one or two, you understand? So you have to be careful. And guess what? There's been a situation where when you say something, the next person will say, this person said that you said that. You don't want that kind of situation, because that's how arguments start. And trust me, you have to be very careful. Then sometimes when you're gossiping, there are some people, they don't even gossip for gossiping's sake. They're gossiping to just know what's going through your mind and what you're thinking, or just have information from you. So you have to be careful. Don't talk about gossip. And people who waste their time gossiping, trust me, when you're not there, they will also gossip about you. Trust me, if they can gossip with you, they can gossip about you. So the next, which brings me to my last point, is to set clear boundaries. One of my boundaries is that you don't come to my house and you litter like there's a trash bin. If you come to my house and you litter, best believe you're not coming to my house again. You're coming to my house again. And when you're coming, I let you know. There are also some friends that come to the house and they're like, oh, when you're entering my house, I have a slippers that you can walk in. Then I had a friend who had been to my house and they took something without my permission and just laughed about it. Up to today, I've not called that friend. I've not even I deleted your number. Deleted. Because that nonsense thing of you come to my house, you pick things, you don't let me know. That is stealing. Forget friendship. I don't play like that. So that is my punishment for those who cross my boundaries. Simple. I remove access. And that's what ties into number one. I don't seek your validation. I don't need your nonsense. I don't need your nonsense shenanigans around me. And some friends, they're just there to, as informants. That's why informants are monitoring spirits. Basically, you just want to monitor your progress and give informants to other people so that they can harm you. Trust me, there are some people, that verse in the Bible that says, if you break the edge, the serpent will bite. Some people that are just in your life, you just break the edge to release secrets about you that the enemies can use to affect you. So you have to be careful. Then whatever access you are giving them, access to your personal space, access to your work environment, access to your bank account, see, whatever you do in this life as an adult, remove that behavior of, okay, you're struggling, then you're begging somebody, then the next thing you send them your account balance. See, trust me, most of the time it goes south. And the day it goes south is one day when they're just talking, they say, I beg you will not get anything, you will not get shishi. It will shock you the way they will embarrass you. So you have to be very careful and be wise around these people. Because trust me, and another kind of friend I don't like is those friends that, maybe they're helping you with something, they're doing something for you. Then one day, they're building resentment, but they don't say, one day just remove it and see whether you can survive, or they'll try to trigger you, or they want to show you that, they have been doing something for you. It's the kind of people, I avoid them. The same with all these husbands that one day they'll be doing that, but one day they're like, I'm not doing it again. There's not only a smooth transition or a period where you tell the person, okay, this is communication. No, they communicate to you after they have done the damage. They want to traumatize. It's the removing the mat off your legs syndrome. You're standing on their mat and they're like, you're comfortable. One day you just remove the mat and you're just stopping like, what's going on? You see the kind of people, I avoid them like a plague. That's why I don't completely rely on some people. And unfortunately, it has led to this hyper-independent kind of stage. But trust me, baby, rely on no one, rely on God, and have multiple leverage, have multiple systems that are running for you. Even if you have a job, still have one or two sides, because trust me, those job employers, if you're not the one that owns that company, trust me, one day you can just decide out of the convenience of the mind, so you'll fire your ass. So you have to still diversify and do that stuff. Don't be completely relying on someone. Then always be improving, always be in an upward motion, and tell no one about your goals.